We're not on it for long as we turn off onto the Llangollen Canal. The bottom locks at Hurleston have started to collapse in, making them narrower than to allow the normal 7-foot wide boats. There is a width restriction on the canal of 6'10", and that's why many modern boats are built at that dimension, and they have now widened the bottom lock, which eases the problem a bit. The Llangollen Canal is used to feed this reservoir at the bottom, giving it a good flow. It takes an extra day to get uphill compared to when you turn around and come back. Here at Grindley Brook there is a 3-lock staircase. It does cause some queues in summer, but it's definitely quite an interesting structure. Wixell Moss and later the lakes at Elmsmere are quite beautiful, and it's a wonderful part of the country. This canal has so much to offer. The Ellesmere Canal, as it was originally called, was designed to run from Chester through Roeburn and through to Shrewsbury. The idea being that they could get coal from near Trevor and to get it onto the River Severn and onto the River Mersey. The route was originally to go via Trevor and Roeburn and down a set of locks onto the Dee Valley, heading towards Chester, and a new canal was built between Chester and Ellesmere Port to give access to the Mersey. It was decided much easier to stop at Trevor and connect the other end of the canal at Welsh Frankton to the Chester Canal near Nantwich. This left a rather unusual bridge numbering scheme. It also meant that the canal no longer went via the reservoir that was originally planned, and so a feeder was taken up to the River Dee near Llangollen. We reached the first of the 2 big aqueducts here at Chirk. We'd actually already crossed into Wales and back into England at Wixell Moss, but here we take a permanent trip into Wales as we cross the river. Originally the crossing of this valley was going to be via an embankment, but as the new technology of cast iron came along, it was redesigned as a lightweight structure, But unlike Pontcroft Filter, the aqueduct used a cast iron bottom with stone sides. We get our first sight of Pontcroft Filter Aqueduct through the trees, but it's surprising just how far away it still is. It's 126 feet high, 336 yards long, 18 spans. Construction started in 1795 and opened in 1805. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it is one of the canal wonders of the world. The Seffen Viaduct, built further downstream, doesn't look any more impressive, even though it was built over 40 years later. One of the main reasons for this canal was to take coal from near Trevor. This arm on the left used to go up to the Trevor Basin. However, the Llangollen Canal is fed from the River Dee further upstream, and this feeder channel takes us up to Llangollen. The feeder was never designed to be very large. but rock falls and breaches has meant that the canal has had to be rebuilt. Some stretches are in a concrete channel. We reached the end of the navigable part of the canal, where a new basin had been created for the visitors. From here we could explore Llangollen, and as always when we visited, we went on the steam train.
What it does, it turns the steam basically into water. It comes down here, and when it adds to the oil adds to it, little droplets of oil will just appear every now and again, and that's what actually lubricates when steam goes through.
Do you want a bit of the fat then? Oh, wait a minute. Used to black fire, as you say.